Hello Aquarius, welcome to your December 2017 reading. My name is Camille and this is Millennial Tarot. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. So I'm going to be doing the same thing I've been doing since September, a past, present, future spread using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and then I'm going to go in at the end with the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle. And this will be the last time that I'm using this Oracle deck. I just feel like I want something new to work with, so in the new year you can expect more new decks. So I wanted to welcome you to Sagittarius season. We just cut out of Scorpio season, which was a doozy for a lot of people, including me. I always have issues with the water seasons, so Pisces, Cancer, and Sagittarius, just because I'm an air sign, and water and air are kind of like together. So I encourage you to know that it'll get better if it was rough for you. And this is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Rising, and Moon, then all the personal planets, which is Mercury, Venus, Mars, and then a little bit of Jupiter even. But more imperative to check your rising sign these days. Since a lot of movement is happening in the sky, your rising sign tells you where all your houses are. It kind of jumps off your natal chart. So wherever you are rising-wise, so Aquarius rising, this would be most pertinent to you, but wherever you are rising, I encourage you to check that out and then, go from there. So I'm going to do a little shuff and see what's going on with us. So 3 cards came out perfectly together. I'm going to honor that because usually it's 6 cards or 1 card or... Okay, it's looking good here. So in the recent past, or a past that makes sense to you, I'm going to have my phone up because I have some astrology notes. So in a past that makes sense for you, we have the Ten of Pentacles. In the present position, you watching this now, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And then in the future position, we have the card of Sagittarius. Funny, in Temperance. So, let me also have my notes on hand just in case. So, you're coming into this Sagittarius season, or December, having earthly stability. So, the Ten of Pentacles is the utmost Pentacles card. It's the 10, so it's kind of like the completion of a journey. And it's the most beautiful card. It's you relishing in all that you have been able to accomplish, sharing it with others, your loved ones, and even your dogs there. So you're coming into December feeling a little bit on top of your career, on top of your financial situations. If this is love reading, it could be that an earth sign is really, really grounding you and making you feel good. So earth and air are kind of a cool, compatible couple. But it could be that. But Ten of Pentacles speaks to gains. It speaks to, if you're going through any financial issues, it could speak to the end of that, because 10 is always the end of a journey. So the Ten of Pentacles is, that's weird. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Stability of home life, happy relationships, and positivity. You're feeling an emotional maturity that you can get through anything. And you're having time with family, and it says the holidays, so perfect time coming out of November with Thanksgiving and moving into Christmas if you celebrate it, or any type of holidays that may be coming up for you that are personal for you. But so it's such a perfect seasonal, topical type reading for you, especially because we have Temperance here, which is the Sagittarius card, which is when all the celebration was kind of happening. And Sagittarius is celebration, fire, expanding your horizons, and all that. So in the future position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So basically, that just means it keeps coming. And to go from a 10 to a 1 means that it's another karmic cycle that is beginning for you, and it is going to be a good one. It is the promise of a long-term endeavor that is going to work out and bear you fruit for a long time. It's the promise of an idea, a business, a financial standing, or a financial idea. If you're trying to start a business, it could be the promise of your entrepreneurial spirit being steadfast and being able to bring you happiness in the future. Because Pentacles always relate to the ins and outs of life. They're also the slowest moving. So they give us the most gravity, they give us the most structure. And then here, at the very end, we have the Temperance card, which is the card of Sagittarius for the third time. And that card just speaks to, you may be feeling so on fire with your career, so on fire with finances and finding new ways to make money, finding new ways to feel abundant. And it's always good to keep that balance, to keep that perspective, and to keep temperance. So you might be hustling really, really hard to make sure your home life and your family life and your bank account is where you want it to be, especially for the seasons, for the holiday season. And temperance is kind of there to remind you to not only delve into those material, worldly aspects, but to keep the other aspects of life in balance. So it could be stopping to meditate. It could be praying. It could be taking a pause, some time for yourself. Holiday season is always about go, 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 and you have a holiday party here and going to family there and travel. So temperance is kind of there to say keep yourself in check, keep yourself in balance while all of these worldly things are happening for you. And it's always the busiest time of the year during Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio season, that end of the year where celebrations are happening for many religions and travel and family and just all that stuff. So it's imperative to keep balance. I'm going to continue and get some additional readings here, but cards for you. But let's see what's going on in the sky. So we do have the Sun in Sagittarius until December 22nd. And we have Mercury entering Capricorn from the 2nd. On the 2nd, it will be retrograde from the 3rd until the 22nd. And that's being paired with a Gemini super full moon on December 3rd. So when Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini, communication, all that, goes retrograde on a Gemini full moon, it could be crazy times. It could be, you're trying to find balance, trying to find a way forward with the full moon, the completion of something, which is what the 10 is speaking to here. But then that Mercury is going retrograde, so it might be a time of really reevaluating some things. And then we have Mars entering Scorpio. It's the last planet to enter Scorpio, and that's happening on December 9th. So desire, drive to get to the bottom of things. Scorpio always would have us delve deep, unveil the truths, get the secrets all out. And when Mars is finally moving from Libra, the last planet to get to Scorpio, it's going to be that last zhuzh that will bring out some truth, some new information. And we've seen that happening in the media, but you can see it happening in your life too. So your life is always a microcosm for what's happening at large. And then we have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 18th. This is about expanding yourself, expanding to higher consciousness. Sagittarius is always about expansion and higher learning and traveling abroad and philosophy and just all those higher-minded type of aspects that I find so wonderful. I'm so happy to be out of Scorpio season. And then we have the Sun and Saturn entering Capricorn very soon, December 21st/22nd. So it's taking everything, especially because we have a very money reading for you here. It's taking everything that Sagittarius would have you be excited and fiery and celebrating. And we can see that here with some of these cards, and especially with the holidays, and Capricorn is telling you, you need to get to business now. And maintaining it, and maintaining your balance, and creating more of it, and to be, and to have integrity with it. So that's what's going on in the cosmos. We also have Uranus and Aries, which is kind of like a weird, funky, breaking free, pushing the boundaries type thing. And then we have Venus also entering Capricorn, which is a practical, grounded type of love. Putting things in order. Capricorn is all about putting things back in order. And this does apply to you because Capricorn rules your 10th house. And whatever planets are happening there, wherever Saturn is too, because that is Capricorn's ruler, that is what is going to light up your chart. I'm going to have one more card to see what the dealio is. So for clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Hermit. And clarifying Temperance, we have Death. I'm going to get into that later. I find that kind of funny. So when the 2 of Wands is clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, it almost does speak to that end of a journey, right? And then beginning it again. So I know it's not an ace. Ace of Wands would be that seed, and then you have to do something on top of it. But the Two of Wands does speak to a guy with the world in his hands. He's looking at his next endeavor, where he wants to go next. He has all the options in the world. He has the entire planet in his hands, and he is just off looking at the horizon. It could also signify that you're not exactly happy about where you are now, and you are kind of pausing and sitting and resting to see, well, where is it that I want to go, either spiritually, emotionally, or physically. There's some type of unrest, and that speaks to here, with 10 being the completion of some type of career phase, some type of money, finance phase, or love phase for you, and you are trying to figure out where to go next. But the Two of Wands gives the hope and promise that it is in your control, that you have many options to weigh, and that kind of wherever you go, wherever you let your soul lead you, is going to be the perfect place for you. So with the Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Hermit card, I'm just kind of flipping through here to make sure I'm not missing. I think the Hermit is Virgo. So the Hermit speaks to going within. It's a man who is alone, but he is not lonely. He is taking time to himself to be with himself, and especially with any type of big decision you might be making. The Hermit is asking you to go within, to find that stillness. Before we were talking about balance, and that it could be kind of hard, specifically for you and for all of us, during these tail end weeks of the year, to find that composure, because it's such a busy time. So the Hermit does compound that message to go within, to find some type of inner wisdom and balance, whatever is troubling you, whatever is making you trying to seek that new horizon. It's going to be answered, it's going to be solved, and it's going to be kind of a catharsis moment happening for you when you take that time to go within. The Hermit also speaks to Virgo, and Virgo is the perfectionist. It is the earth sign right before Capricorn, so they're kind of sisters in that way, asking you to get to the details, to put in the work, to be not perfectionist in a way, but to really cross your T's and dot your I's. Any type of financial situation that is happening for you is blessed and is bountiful, but it could be a little big and messy, and you might not have to rein that in. And you can rein that in through adopting those Virgo traits, or rein that in through taking that time to be with yourself and by yourself. And then here with the clarifying Temperance card, we do have the Death card. And the Death card is the card of Scorpio. So who do we have coming up here? Virgo, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. Tail end of the year type of cards. So Temperance here with the Death card kind of reminds me of finding an ending, not in the beginning, but finding some type of clarity and ending within yourself. So finding the balance and heeding the celebration and having fun within, Temperance's Sagittarius season, but knowing that it's a phase. Not that you aren't going to have celebration times coming up, but especially what's going on in the sky, it's really time to get to work. And the Death card always speaks to the end of something. It speaks to the end of a cycle. It speaks to rebirth, right? This is Scorpio ruled by Pluto. Regeneration, phoenix rising from the ashes. It doesn't have to be something specifically terrible going on, but I'm being asked to tell you that within this abundant time, you are still trying to evolve past something, to evolve your soul, and to kind of take that time to be by yourself, weighing your options. Being alone but not lonely, the Hermit is wise for having spent time alone, and to see what parts of yourself you do need to let go of. Because I see this undercurrent of abundance, but this overcurrent of needing to seek that time to be alone and needing to reach that next step in your soul growth. And the Death card speaks to the end of that, and how perfect that the Death card is leading you into the next year. That means you can start 2018 feeling not only stable in your family life, home life, financial life, perhaps even love life, but feeling a new lease on life with yourself, with who you are spiritually, with who you are beyond all the material possessions. So that is my reading for you, Aquarius. I'm not going to pull... Did I say I was going to pull an oracle card? I forgot. Wait, I did say. Let's just do that. I'm feeling more and more that I want a new oracle deck, but there's still lessons and things to be said in here. So I'm using the Aboriginal Dream Time Oracle. I'm just going to pull one more overarching message for you. Whew. Let's see. It's also coming up on your birthday. This is your sun sign, so happy pre-birthday, even though I'll be back in January to wish you a proper birthday. So let's see what's going on. Ooh, wondrous opportunities. I am going to read from the book, per usual. I've never gotten this one before, so let's see. You feel confident working on your own. This way you can create unique opportunities which are highly beneficial to you. In your quest to work alone, you miss out on the creativity and relationships that occur when you work with others. This is a great time to reconsider your reclusiveness and seek the company of others. On this occasion, there is a lot to be gained regarding the sharing of information and skills. So this kind of speaks to that balance I was speaking about in this reading, that balance between celebration, family, home life, yay, Sagittarius, fire, getting out there, exploring, but then you have the Hermit card and the Two of Wands that are kind of speaking to a more solitude, that are speaking to an independence and being introspective and finding some type of productivity there. So what I'm getting from the wondrous opportunities is that it is your key to find that balance here. Temperance is speaking to that as well. To find that balance, you don't want to be too hermit or too Virgo and be obsessively compulsive about getting things perfect and shutting out the world, especially during this time. But you don't want to be too out there in the world and letting your energy being manipulated and being drained and all those things to distract you from the decisions that you need to make and the finances and everything that's going on with your inner world and your outer world. So Wondrous Opportunities says that it is about trying to find that balance and connection with being with people, and there is something to be gained with being around people, but there is also something to be gained with taking that time to be by yourself and kind of set a path and set a goal for where it is that you want to go next and where it is that you want your soul, how you want your soul to feel, how do you want to be as you go into 2018. So this has been my Aquarius reading for you. I am still offering my $5 readings, and I got to do a few last month, and I'm so grateful. It was a great experience for both me and them, because I got to, work on my skill, and they got clarifying answers to the questions that were on their soul. So I'm still offering that. Send me an email. All the information will be in the description box. And thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely December. Happy holidays, and bon voyage.